Hello everybody, it's Cobes here, and today we are back with Minecraft Let's Play episode 99. That's crazy. Like, I almost had to just, before I even said that, I just had to think for a second. It didn't even sound right. That's so many episodes. It's crazy how far we've came, and I can't believe how many more episodes that I'm hoping to have. I love this series. This is one of my favorite series. It's actually the first series I've ever started on my channel. So as you guys can probably tell, it's one of my favorite series, and I'm going to keep creating videos like this. But today we are going to work on the ice farm. So let's see, what else do we need? We need a lot of redstone, a lot of wood. So we're gonna go gather some more wood at that chest we have, that secret double chest. Also, we need some more iron, so we're gonna grab that, and then we'll craft that stuff up and bring it over to the area where we're gonna build our ice farm. This is what I have for my first trip out there. I am back, and as you guys can tell, I have quite a few slime balls. I really don't know if it's enough. I don't think it is, and also I have a lot of supplies to make pistons. Let's see. I have some more redstone in this chest. Also, I have a lot of repeaters. I think I actually may need more, so I may go mining. But for right now, I'm just going to chop down this just a huge area and make this kind of box formation where I can put the ice farm. So let me do that off camera. It will take a while, so I'll be back. So from here on out, I basically have a time lapse of everything I did while building this ice farm, as you probably know from the title. But yeah, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do with this video, and I didn't want to sit here and commentate like every 15 seconds or make a cut here and there. And I just kind of wanted to, record it without having to speak every, maybe every 30 minutes or so. So I just decided to, record while I was doing something else. I think I was watching Netflix or listening to music, but, as you can see, I'm building the ice farm right now. This part is just kind of pointless. I'm sorry about this, but throughout this whole thing, I'm doing a little bit more building. I spent about, I would say, 8 hours or so on this, just gathering the resources, doing all that kind of stuff, figuring out how to build it, and then eventually building it. I did build it with snow. You don't have to build it with snow, and I know most people actually do when they're doing this type of ice farm design or whatever, but yeah, I just decided to because, it kind of fits the theme. A problem I ran into is no ice is spawning. I already completed the build, and for some reason, no ice is spawning, and I really need your guys' help because I thought if you were in a snowy biome, ice would spawn if there was water. I do not know if this is the case. I really do not want to rebuild this. Maybe eventually, in the future, 10, 20 episodes, if it's the case where I can never get ice from this, or if it's a bug or something, and eventually it's fixed, then, we won't have to build it again. But if I do have to build it again in the future, I'm going to do it 10, 20 episodes. Because I really do not want to have to redo this. And, I will if it doesn't work, but I really need your guys' suggestions on how or why I could fix this or why it's not working. Because I could have sworn, I try to look it up on Google and everything on the wiki, Minecraft wiki, and I could not figure out how to fix it or why it wasn't working. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just placing a bunch of pistons, sticky pistons. It did take so long to get all of these resources, and now I'm basically just out of resources. If this is not my design, I think it's Etho's design. It's a very old design. This isn't the most high-tech design either. It's kind of just a little bit more simple. There is actually a more high-tech design that probably would have worked a little bit better, and who knows, I might actually build that if I actually end up having to rebuild this. So yeah, this whole time, I've really enjoyed playing Minecraft Survival, whether it be Super Flat Survival or this, and I may not record an episode for this as much as I do for my Super Flat Survival, but I I'm going to try to a little bit more. It's just I'm having trouble figuring out ideas for what I want to do. I think we might actually start working on like the base and like building buildings around that base and have that. I'm talking about like the big hole in the ground, but have that mostly be for farms. And also a place where we can get to everything else with the railways we're going to be working on. The reason I was building this ice farm actually is because you know the pathway we built last episode in episode 98, or we dug out a huge pathway. I think instead of having it be railways, I kind of want to put ice underneath and I think trapdoors on top where you can run very fast. I would rather have that than add railways, I think. And it'll be a lot easier. And I've never done it before, and I've kind of wanted to do it, but I've never really had any purpose to do it until now. And I think it would be a good idea. So if you guys really hate that idea, I mean, it's the area around it will be very plain. It's just going to be a 2x2 area. So basically you just run and jump, and with ice underneath you, you can go so insanely fast and get places. I think it might be faster than a minecart if you run and like, you'd basically hear me do this. Here, I'm going to pick up the controller. Like if you just hold the analog stick forward and press A a whole bunch of times, then you just basically fly. And again, like I said, I've wanted to do this, but haven't really had a purpose. So next episode's actually going to be episode 100, and I'm going to record that, well, today or tomorrow, whatever you want to say. I still haven't gone to sleep today, but it's 2:30 a.m., and I think when I get up, I might record that. So again, leave your questions. Leave your questions. I really want you guys to leave your questions. I'm going to like post it. Maybe even in the title, like leave your questions in parentheses, because I just like, I need more questions. I got quite a few. I maybe have like 10, but they were only from a couple different people, maybe like 4 or 5 different people. And I want, like, think of something very creative. I don't want just the simple questions. Those are fine. I already have a bunch of them, but try to think of something that maybe, I wouldn't normally talk about. So yeah, right here I'm just doing some redstone. I usually don't like to do redstone or anything, but this is pretty simple, and you know, just trying to work out how to figure out how to activate all these pistons with just one button or one lever. I haven't added the lever yet just because ice isn't freezing over. I do not know why. I've went AFK there for a couple hours. I've waited for like a snowstorm, which hasn't occurred yet. I don't know why. I really I'm trying to figure it out, but sometimes it's so annoying when you're trying to figure something out and you Google it and it doesn't pop up on Google because I don't necessarily know what to type in. I've typed in like, does water, like, there's nothing very specific for Minecraft Xbox One or just the console versions. And I've typed in like, does water freeze in a taiga biome? And I didn't really get any results. So if you guys know, I bet some of you do. But if you do, please leave a comment. Like, I am very desperate. I spent so many hours on this. And if it works out, we'll get so much ice from this. Like, if I had to guess, we would probably get half a chest full of ice just from this. It's pretty huge, and it took me so long to build, and I really, I would be so happy if this actually worked out. I swear, in my life, whenever I'm watching tutorials on how to do something, like how to set up something, nothing ever works out for me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just a more of a common occurring event than I think, but for some reason I just feel like nothing ever really like works out for me when I set it up, and I don't know why. Maybe it occurs more than I think, and I'm just like, I no one really talks about it, so I don't know. But yeah, like when I was building this the whole time, before I started, I'm so stupid. I should have just placed some water down and see if it froze. If it didn't freeze within 10 minutes, then I move. But I saw some ice pretty close by, so I was like, I just really didn't think it through, because I always, sometimes you just think of something, like think you know something that actually doesn't happen. Like, even I saw ice, but I guess I don't know. And I always thought Mega Taigas spawned in ice, but I guess they don't. I really don't know. I'm confused, because I even went into creative mode and went to like a spot with a huge body of water, and it was in like all of it was turned to ice. I think it was in a Mega Taiga, and like when I broke it, it did not freeze back over, and I was there for about 15 minutes. So I don't know what's happening. Like, maybe it's some kind of bug that they need to fix or something, which it does occur a lot in this game. There are a lot of different bugs that they need to fix, and it seems like they take a very long time to try to like actually fix them when they should just fix it right away. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I'm doing the classical crafting. It probably wasn't the best idea for making snow, and I actually switched, but that's besides the point. I still love classical crafting. If you haven't tried it, just try it out. You'll probably have to like type in a bunch of things on Google on how to craft things, because really I don't memorize how to craft many things, or I don't need to. I know what most things need to be crafted, if that makes sense. But besides that, I don't really memorize how. So over here, the redstone actually wasn't linked up for some reason. Oh yeah, there wasn't a repeater, as I placed it right there. And then I placed another torch, and then I have to add one more sticky piston just to get like all the water blocks possible to freeze over, even though none of them are currently freezing over. So as you can see right here, the water is flowing, and just from those two corners of long strips of source blocks of water, it adds water to this whole square. And as you can see, it looks pretty good, but I mean, it's not freezing over. And then I add this snow over so that water doesn't freeze over. But yeah, please leave your comments telling me how to fix this if you know how to. But as you can see, the screen went black, so hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you later in episode 100. Bye.